seriously, so yummy DJ. Ballin' in the key, yummy artist. Ballin' in the key, yummy fancy football. Ballin' in the key, yummy fancy body. Ballin' in the key, yummy presenter. Ballin' in the key.
mbokk yi comme ni ma ko dee defee rek xam ngeen ne lu saa yi nekk ma leen ne Fatmata léegi nag war ngeen naa yusu Fatmata bi waaye nuyu naa leen yéen ñëpp seen tur ak seen sant nag tey nag dama ñëw Kairaba hotel lan laa fi uti tey seet si fi xale bu nga xam ne nag xale bu mut góor la xale boo xam ne la am na jom nag te xale boo xam ne gis naa leen na mën a yóbbu Gambie fu sori sori ñu ne mooy kan ñu ne mooy Aminata Correa xanaa nag toog waxtaan ak moom wala ànd ak moom mu wax ñu moom mooy kan wax ñu lu bari ci boppam su ko defee ngeen mën a xam kan mooy Aminata Correa affaire si ni ma ko daan waxee rek xam nga affaire si daan nekk ci olof saa yi ne waaye nag fi mu nekk dañu ko xala mix and blend olof bi ak angale bi ñi nga xam ne dégg nañ angale ñu jël ci angale bi ñi nga xam ne nag dégg nañ olof nag ñu jël ci olof bi tuuti parce que dama day am messages nit ñi dañ ma day send message oh can you say it in English can you say it in English angale dafa sew I cannot say it in English for my English viewers I cannot say it in English because I cannot speak English properly but I'm gonna try still angale nag dafa sew comme ni ma ko dee waxee xam ngeen suma affaire rek dama bari caaxaan xaaral ma jëlee tuuti rek ba pare ma am nag ki ma dalal tey muy Aminata Correa jërëjëf.
It's Jill Life Music.
Girl, it's you and I forever. Marry me, let's live together. I want you to be my baby mother. Why did you come out and can you not love? Yeah, I am the king, you are the queen. No really mad, no really long coming in my foul. I am the king, you are the queen. Lady me like you do my coming in my foul. Coming my foul, let me take a mommy, what I'm a jumma. Coming my foul, let me take a mommy, what I'm a jumma. Ajanga nane kokom, aha, kokom maze alai kokom, aha, kokom maze alai kokom, aha, kokom maze alai kokom, aha, kokom.
Ni koko njete bo mona mange njete bo mona mange say love from the bottom hale ndaw di ñu fonta legi ñu ngi ni dalu real ni ganjina mange mu ne baby munu may nelaw si looking for the book ko ray be mu nelaw ko ray be mu nelaw al mare yu dinga nelaw call na la text na la ngir nopp na la gom na la nda suma princess jo la la mama yobu arjana ale bi la ñepp di sentu man lay jël may goram def lu bon lay moytu mom doomi jambura.
Coming up, let me take a mommy, what I'm a jumma.
mooy ni ma leen doon wax rek tey ki ma fi dalal si tey nag mooy Aminata Correa kii mooy Aminata Correa mu nekk xale gis ngeen ko ak rafetaayam nag xale bu mun góor a ngoog nag ah mu ngi nii Aminata tey nag question si nag dafa nekk dañ koo blend si English and Wolof rek understand who is Aminata Correa?
Well, Aminata Correa is a young woman and I was born in Westfield Clinic at the heart of Serekunda. I was brought up in Lamin, and until I was 12, then I moved to Fajikunda. That is where I spent my teen years, and I grew up and went to school, then remarried, and I'm 31 years old, and today is my birthday.
Oh yes, happy birthday to Aminata. I'm not sure if this is gonna go live today or whatever day. Waaye su ñëwee rek bu leen fàtte nag happy birthday bi na daal happy born day bi na daal xam naa ne ñu mën a woy ngeen nag Aminata, I know you're into politics, right? Why politics?
Well, I think politics, it's, how to call it, I think it's a respectable profession. And politics is so important in the lives of people because the type of politics you have depend on the type of politics you have actually that they affect your way of life. It affects the country, the type of government you have in place. It all depends on the type of politics you have. If you have the more freedom of speech, the more democracy, your country and the government that's over there intends to be a democratic country, government. But then if you have a regime that's brutal and people so are afraid to talk and all those stuff, it also affects the country and the people. So politics is actually very important in the lives of people. The type of government you put in place is responsible for the facilities you use, being hospitals, good roads, what type of development, economic development you have. So politics is so important in the lives of people.
How many years have you been into politics?
Well, I can remember since high school because I was in the Pan-African movement when I was in high school, being in the Pan-African Congress for Pan-African Students, COPASA, being a member of a Pan-African club in my school, and also being a member of PAC Steel. And currently, it motivated me and gave me and enlightened me about politics. Not only that, I was always inspired by Uncle Halifa Sallah and the PDYS, their politics of enlightening people, and Uncle Sidia Jata and Auntie Amisilla. So these are people who inspired me into politics.
All right. xanaa ñu jël tuuti break waaye suñu dellusiwaatee nag question yi dinañ ci dugaati bu baax a baax loolu introduction gis ngeen ko waxal na boppam moom mooy kan and xanaa ñu ñëwaat rek.
xam naa ne things tough on now because you went to campaign, right? And then you guys, after campaign, election, and then after election, we know we had our crazy former president. He lost, and you guys had a victory. Okay, my question is, how did you feel going through all that? He lost, victory time, everybody have to celebrate. He actually conceded defeat. How did you feel about that?
Well, in the first place, we went to campaign as a coalition, so it was something that never happened before. What I have seen during that campaign actually motivated me much more that our people are ready. Because when you go to remote places and you see people clapping and coming to say Barrow, 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 cheering the coalition up, it actually gave me hope. So despite it being challenging during that time, because we could have campaigns, rallies during the night, up to 12, 1, 2. So it was a very, tough period. So we came from campaign. Then when victory was announced, it was amazing. It was inspirational. It was like, how to call it, And after having the president reject results.
I'll come to that. He actually, first of all, he accepted the result. How did you feel about that?
Accepting the results. I thought it was too cheap.
You thought it was too cheap?
I thought it was too cheap.
Okay.
So when he rejected the results, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised because never has anywhere in the world a dictator been defeated, and he accepted defeat, considered defeat just like that. So I thought it was too cheap.
Okay. Now, I want to talk about something that's a bit sensitive. I know that you are from the Jain family, and I know you are niece to Njaga Jain. May he so rest in peace. What has that done for you?
Well, I think it motivated me to fight, because our family is a family that has been affected badly. Before Njaga, I think his brother was also shot in April 10 and 11. And not only that, my cousin, my Baji's husband, disappeared here a few years ago. And
that's Ibu Job.
That's Ibu Job, yes. To have my family members go through something like that also motivated me to stand up and join politics, go to campaign and come to see that change happens, because we were all affected one way or the other. And it was trying times. I can still remember the day my mom called me in the morning to tell me my uncle actually died. And something that I haven't talked about loudly was going to work and having my colleagues saying they are terrorists, and knowing how it felt. It was something that, you can't talk about. You're sitting there and they're calling a family member a terrorist. And we actually fought for change. And because we know security was important to every Gambian, our lives were at stake. People must understand.
Can we take a little break and come back, because this is a bit sensitive, and then we're going to take a little break and come back. But we're still going to carry on with this question, because it's very interesting, because we have victory today because of the likes of Njaga. I don't know him, but we are celebrating victory today because of the likes of him and Solo Sanding and many others. So we'll take a break and come back. Being emotional is good, but with the right topic and at the right moment. And I would say this is victory, even though some people have to lose their lives for it. They are our heroes, and I think for someone like me, I was in denial. I didn't really know this was happening in my country until I saw the Solo Sanding issue. His death really woke me up, because I've always had this in me that I don't do politics, I don't get involved in politics and stuff like that. And yes, I mean, it wake me up. But now I'm sitting here with you. I can actually call you a victim. At the same time, I can call you someone whose family member made victory for us. Because if this didn't happen to these people, maybe a lot of voices will not be heard. And sitting here today with you, it's an honor. What I see here is a young, beautiful, strong woman. I don't know your Auntie Siga, but she has done a lot. She has said a lot. She's an inspiration. And I know you can only go through that path. Knowing you now I see where you get all of these things from. So I'm going to let you carry on from where you stop, because this is something that you can actually share with people. And for those who are viewing, I'm not doing this without his consent. We have talked about this, and she knew this was coming. We're going to talk about it. So, I mean, yeah.
I think my family has been affected, like so many families. To be honest with ourselves, the truth is, there were people killed in this country. People disappeared in this country. We still need answers. We need answers for our loved ones. We interested in seeing the commission established, commission of inquiry established. We interested in reconciliation, truth and reconciliation commission happening in this country, because we need to heal. We have gone through a traumatic times. Many families are crying today and are still crying for their loved ones. We fought for democracy. We fought for change. We want our lives and the lives of our families protected. This is a democracy that we all paid a price for. Some people paid a heavy price for it. And we are here today. And that is why we should safeguard our democracy with so much jealousy. Because we cannot have what has happened before to repeat itself. And sometimes people say, let's forgive and forget. We cannot forget that easily. We might forgive because it doesn't bring our loved ones back. But we cannot forget. And we want to know what really happened. And I think people deserve justice. They do.
That's true, we deserve justice. Like you said, a lot of people paid the ultimate price. And as I'm speaking to you right now, I have a cousin, Abdugay. A lot of people say that, why don't I really talk about it a lot? And, you know, he who feels it knows it. And, at that time in this country, I mean, when a loved one is tortured or captured or killed, or you're afraid to talk, because you're thinking when you talk, they will go after the next one and the next one. It was like that. It was just going and going and going and going. So, I mean, luñ mun a wax rek mooy alhamdulilahi rabil alamin ne yàlla defal nañu victory bi nag niñ ko amee neexut ñu nekkul lu ñu gënal waaye tey ku mel ni sa uncle tey or whoever has passed away solo son or whoever I'm sure they're smiling that they made it happen for us. They are smiling. So it's victory to everybody and it's congratulations to everybody. It has been a long journey. 22 years is not 22 months and it's not 22 days and it's not 22 seconds. This can never come back to any nation in the world. And I think Gambia has made history.
It has. Two things I will tell you. The first one is our politicians. Some of them fought for 22 years to see change. They have been trying to wake our people up for 22 years. The diaspora played an important role.
Yes.
They gave the moral support. They gave the financial support. We will not forget our comrades. They have been there giving us the voice. When Gambia didn't see, most of them out there were making the noise. We're making the noise for the international community to look our way. And I would like to call on somebody like Auntie Sigajang. She's a strong woman. She has been there for the family and she has been very strong. You know, Ndey Jobate, Auntie Tukulur, my mom Sigajang, Mama Linger Sar, Fatou Kamara, Pandiri, you name it, Skatat Jane, and Coach Samba Jau, Madi Jobate, and much more. And I also have to congratulate.
You have Jasi, you have Ibrahima Jawo, and I remember
Bailo,
and I remember what's his name again? This guy. Oh, I forgot. You know, the list is endless. If you sit here and talk about everybody fought.
I know.
Yeah,
everybody fought in different ways. Everybody fought in different ways. And that is why the victory of this country, the credit cannot go to one person.
Yes.
The victory of this country belongs to all Gambians. And our politicians, Uncle Hussein went to jail for it. Solo Sendeng died for it.
Life, yes.
Uncle Khalifa has been in this struggle for 22 years. Ahmad Badi, same thing. Ahmad Badi, same thing. Ahmed Maifati, Henry Gomez. They came to Dr. Aissatou Touré. They came together. They saw the need. They put aside their own personal interests to seek the interests of this country. We must never forget why the coalition was established, on what principles it was established.
Yes.
They did it to save us and to save themselves, to save this country and to take us from where we were to here. And now what we must do as a people is to take ourselves from this level, because we are still in a transitional period. A lot of reforms need to be done. Yes, institutions, government institutions, public institutions, a lot of reform needs to be done. And there is a lot yet to be revealed. So we must move from this stage to another stage. And I think as we go on, we would see a lot of investment in this country. I actually said it some time ago, during the political impasse. I said, if we go through a peaceful change without blood spilling, I would really believe that this country is blessed with praise.
And it is blessed.
And is blessed with good people. And I actually do believe that.
Now, Aminata, we have talked about Aminata then, and now we want to talk about Aminata now. Who is Aminata now, and what does Aminata want now?
Well, I am more determined now than ever, because there are very strong women in my family, and they have motivated me too. My mother, Aunt Sigajang, and others. And for that being the reason, I am a politician, because I have great interest in politics. But
you actually run for parliament, right?
I'm actually an aspiring candidate.
Yes.
To run for parliament. Yes. I think I would want to represent my people in the House of Parliament. Yes.
And who are your people?
I am from Latikunda Sabiji. Yes, Latikunda Sabiji constituency. Formerly it used to be Serakunda East, but now it's Latikunda Sabiji constituency.
If you become a successful candidate, have you got projects in plan? What can you offer them that the candidates previously did not offer them before?
Well, you have to realize that in every community there are constraints. We have to look into these constraints and see how best we can help. I am interested in community development.
Yes.
We have looked at some issues like the lack of medication in Fajikunda Hospital, the lack of market in Fajikunda, recreation centers, the lack of skill centers for young people and school dropouts. You know, I'm looking into these issues. We have women farmers, furrows, in the furrows in Fajikunda. These women need assistance. We have sanitation problem in the Latikunda market, especially women where women sell. And you have these women in the market who are struggling, you know, to actually feed their families from what they, the business that they make. That is this Jendanjai business, selling vegetables. That is where they feed their families. Not only that, you have them, you know, paying their kids' school fees from there. These are women who need help. So I'm hoping that people will also come to support some of this initiative that I will come on to help the society, help the community. And also we would like to create job opportunities through developing skills and entrepreneurship in my community. But I would also love to see this extend, not just in my community, but across the country as a whole.
Okay. What is Aminata doing now? Are you working here, or are you doing something else? What is Aminata doing now?
Well, at the moment, I am working as coalition media, assistant coalition media, under the office of the president. I also used to be a media coordinator during the campaign period, so I'm still in the media team, and we're helping to facilitate media coverage.
So what is it going to be like having to leave the media and now you're going in Parliament? It's two different things, two different worlds.
The Parliament is a school of its own.
It is?
Yes. This is where...
Are you going to blend it, or are you going to stick to one, Parliament?
Yes.
Okay,
I am actually moving. I am actually moving if I am elected into Parliament by my people, because how I'm actually, you know, how I'm actually going to get elected is I have to go back to my people. I don't believe that politics is about spending money or giving money to people to buy their votes. I think when you're doing campaign, in order to be able to, in order to be able to aspire for the vote, in order to be able to get the votes of your people, you should go back to your people and reconnect with your people. Know what are their issues, what are their needs. You know, this is very important, and I think sometimes we oversight some of these things. And after we voted into office, we intend to forget our own people, that we're sitting where we're sitting because of our people, and we are their voice. Yes, and they gave us the mandate to be there to serve them, to serve the people. And whatever laws that we bring, whatever bills we bring into laws, this directly affects our people and this country as a whole. We have a big responsibility, because I think the political impasse and the bill at the state of emergency being passed by the former National Assembly members taught us a lesson. It taught the Gambian populations a lesson that, hey, you know what? We actually have to wake up. We need to put people in place who will serve the interests of the people and the country, but not their pockets, and also the interests of one person. And we need to jealous our democracy. We need to safeguard our democracy with jealousy.
Good. What do you want to be seen as?
Well, I want to be seen as somebody who makes an impact in the community and the lives of my people. I want to be seen as somebody who is a young person, a youth, who actually champions the issues of young people and women.
But
to
do you
see
know
change.
that comes with a lot of challenge?
Yes,
it
does.
is very challenging.
It does. It is indeed challenging for a young woman like me.
Yes.
And also for a young person. But then we are more determined than ever. And we think that young people should not be sitting on the fence when it comes to politics and when it comes to participating in national development.
Yes. Okay, so it's time to shine.
It's time.
It's your time.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I want to believe it's her time and it's her time to shine. Anyway, Aminata, we'll take a little break, and when we come back, we're running out of time now, but when we come back, we'll talk about one or two things before we end the show.
Okay.
With me singing happy birthday to you. Okay, we'll take a break. All right, Aminata, it's great having you here. It's been an honor. It's a pleasure. Magbahna, Halal Bahna. To be honest with you, I'm inspired by you because you have done a lot for the nation, and I know this is just the beginning of the beginning. And what is the message from you to the beginning of the new beginning?
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of changes in the Gambia. The government has a lot to do, and sometimes we get a little bit impatient. And but then they have to deliver to the promises that they make to the people. Not only that, it's a new Gambia, so we're hoping a lot of reforms will happen. We will see a lot of investment, and we will see a business boom in this country. And so that will create job opportunities for young people, and young people, men, women, and everyone. And their livelihoods can be improved. So, and also before I finish, young people are launching not too young to run campaign.
That's the
campaign.
What's the name? It's run by these people again. I met them the last time.
Oh, members of National Youth Council. And young people.
Young people, yes.
Yeah, not too young to run.
Not too young
it's
to
a
run.
campaign so that young people can actually participate in politics and parliamentary elections. And I think it should be encouraged that we have young people now aspiring for candidacy or public office. I think it's a great idea. And also that we must empower our communities and we must empower our people. And when we talk about democracy, it means that government by the people, a government for the people. So this should be an inclusive government. No Gambian should be left behind. Tribalism has no place in this country. And also, we move forward.
Well said,
New
and
Gambia.
thank you very much for coming to my show. And I'm 100% sure I'll be following you because we want to know more and more about Aminata. Because who knows? Maybe this Aminata sitting here, right here, who knows? She could be the next president of the Gambia. And that's something she told me that she doesn't want to hear. But, you know, man suma halat la wa ak li ma buga. Kanya suma sentu si mom fofu la ega. Tay nak mu nekk rak birthday Aminata nak amuluma ko dara luma bena president bu maga maga mag. I saw her looking for pens everywhere. And I have taken this pen, which is Elite Media pen. Zoom it, my dear. And this is my present from me to you, Aminata. Make sure. Present bi la jox denc ko nga treasure ko. You never know. Mun na am bi moy sign check yi ma ñew uti ci yow. Anyway, you have been a great sport, and I really admire your courage as a young person and as a young woman. So ma di la ñaanal yalla rek yeen la yalla defal nga sori si fi nga jublu. Yalla musala si mbañ mu nuru soppe yalla def ñu ñëwaat toogaati fii mu doon leneen. I hope ne I am just hoping ne su boo nekkee président ma nekk di doxal suma walking stick bi ñëw di nog doo ma ne who is this old woman dinaa la remind dinaa la ne it is me Fatoumata Correa. You remember those days. Anyway, I salute the new Gambia. Thank you very much for having me.
Billet d'embarré, moi je suis heureux, billet cobaré, joyeux anniversaire, billet d'embaré, moi je suis heureux, billet cobaré, joyeux anniversaire, billet d'adoré, billet fêté. Joyeux anniversaire. Oulou bedou a oukiye.